Hey everybody, this is Ben here at That Cologne Guy coming at you with a new concept. All right, so if you follow the channel, you know today is actually First Friday. So what I'm going to do now on my channel is every first Friday of the month, of course, I will be doing a traditional review of one fragrance. Every other Friday, I'm going to do different things. I'm going to look at some top fives. I've got a whole bunch of lists that I've been wanting to do, like top 5 parfumés, best fragrances for Valentine's Day, etc., etc. And so, and some of you have already sent in your ideas, and I will be working on them as well. So if you do have an idea or a concept or a topic that you'd like me to pursue in this channel, let me know and I will consider it. I will do it if I can. So this is First Friday, so this will be my typical review of one fragrance. And I have to tell you, I know I say I've been counting down the days for this because I love these reviews anyway, but I must tell you this one is extra special because I got a sample of this thanks to my friend Wes, and he 3 years ago. That's if that doesn't scare you, it seems like about maybe 6 weeks, but it was 3 years ago actually. I got a sample of this and I wore it, and it has been discontinued, and so I have not been able to find it, and I finally found it. And so the quick question here is, even though it's been discontinued, is it worth it to look for it, try to find it, grab it while you can? Stay tuned and find out. All right, before I dive in on the notes, let me quickly welcome all the new subscribers since last Friday. I really appreciate the new subscribers, and I also appreciate the older ones because, as I said, in the last 4 or 5 months, I've actually reviewed an entire house for like 6, 7, 8 weeks. You guys are incredible because in spite of perhaps not being interested in that particular fragrance, you watch the episode anyway. I really appreciate that. So thank you very much for subscribing. I really appreciate that. Check out my channel here. And the bottom line is, of course, that I have a 5 spray system. And at the end of each review, I spray that number onto myself. In my channel, I have Amouage for men, I have a lot of Amouage for women, and I have library collection. And then I also have what I call the Dirty Dozen, which is my popular videos. I have 12 of them that are either have 1,000 or more views or are on their way to getting 1,000 views. So check those out. People seem to like those. I really appreciate that. I enjoy each and every episode that I do, whether it gets 1,000 or 11. I've thoroughly enjoyed them. I hope you do too. So thanks again, everybody. I really appreciate your support. All right, so let's take a look at the notes here. I'm going to look off to my left real quick, but the main players are Star Anise, Bergamot, Vetiver, Myrrh, and Iris, and Oud. And so here's the issue with this one. This one really is a powdery, an elegant powder, slightly woody, black licorice bliss. That's what this is. To tell you how good this is, I always say I'm counting down the days to get to the review because I enjoy the reviewing. But I have been waiting all day to review this simply because, number one, I want to just do the review and have a chat with you, but also because I just want to put this on. I don't have any fragrance on right now, and it is about 2:30 in the afternoon. So I can't wait to put this on me. That's how much I like it. It is black licorice bliss. And the Star Anise is the, oh yes, I'm going to do it again, star player. I really don't mean to do those kind of bad dad jokes / puns, but it really is the star player. Star Anise here rules. And so it has just an absolutely delicious black licorice vibe to this. Now, you might say to yourself, oh, well, I don't like black licorice. He must. I don't like black licorice at all, but the smell of this is just from the heavens, folks. You know, why did they discontinue these? I have no idea. star anise, bergamot, oud, vetiver, myrrh, and iris. It's not like it has civet, or it's not like it has musk in it where they would have to discontinue it because of some sort of change that has happened recently. These notes don't suggest discontinuing this. I have no idea why they discontinued it, and so it's very difficult to find. But man, this thing is truly an amazing fragrance. You know that I love Annick Menardo. She's the parfumée, one of my favorite, and I'm not at all surprised that she's the parfumée for this, because it is a truly wonderful fragrance. Man, I'm going to be doing a top 5 parfumées, and when I talk about her work, I mean, I could have a whole episode on her work alone. She is amazing, and this is no exception. So those are the notes, but really I want you to think of a very just an elegant powder and black licorice bliss, and then just with a perfect amount of woods in this. This one is just brilliant. I love practically everything about this fragrance. In fact, I might as well just do it now. If you want to talk about gender and age, everybody, every age. You want to talk about event, every event you can name. You want to talk about season, every season of the year. Okay, all 4. This is a 365 days a year fragrance. This is t-shirt. This is tux. This is night. This is day. This is office. This is, oh yes, happy hour. This is some sort of any social event. This is barbecue. Okay, this is you name it, folks. This is putting on your sheets. This is leaving a swimming pool. This is everything. I love this one. Because of that, because I can absolutely see myself wearing this one every single day of the year. In fact, I've worn it all week, and then starting tomorrow, I'll probably move on to another fragrance that I'll be working on. And I'm kind of sad because this one is just that good. I waited 3 years to get this, and not only did it not disappoint, but I like it even more. All right, so. There you go. This one is, again, Masculin, Lolita Lempicka, 2015, and then this one is the intense version. So, all right, so let's talk about that a little bit. The bottle itself, you can see here, the bottle itself is interesting because this is a flanker. So in 2000, they released Masculin in a light purple, I guess lavender, I don't know my colors, a light purple, I'll call it, bottle. And on that bottle, which is called Eau Masculin, of course, it says Lolita Lempicka, which doesn't make any sense to me. And on this one, which is Eau Masculin Intense, you guessed it, they put Eau Masculin. So if you're confused, we all are. The 2000 version has the brand name Lolita Lempicka, and then the Eau Masculin Intense actually just says Eau Masculin. So confusion abounds. The Lolita Lempicka has an identity complex apparently, but that is the mystery. I have not tried the original, and so I can't compare the two. I can tell you it won't beat this. I can tell you that. There's no way that it can beat it. The other thing that I would say, just a minute point here. Excuse me. Another thing that I would say is just a minute grumpy point is that this one is, you can see here, there it is. You can see intense, but there's no intensity about this. This is an EDP, but I would have liked this one more just without the intense. I know they had to create a flanker name, but I wish they would have chosen something different than intense. Now that is not a limitation though in the fragrance itself. What I mean by this is one thing I really love about this one, just another one is Burberry Touch. I have a few fragrances that they never, how a lot of fragrances in the first 2 hours, right? They will, clear out a room and then they really settle down and get close to your skin and almost no one can pick it up. There's a slow burn to something like a Burberry Touch or an Eau Masculin Intense in the sense that there's never that first 2 hour explosion and then it dissipates and almost goes to a skin level fragrance. This is a it really has pretty much the same projection at all times. And that's what I absolutely love about this fragrance. I mean, it stays about an elbow's length away. That's not a huge projection, but then it never dissipates. So whether it's the first half hour or maybe the 8th hour or the 9th hour, it will still have the same projection. And I love that. There's a lot of confidence in this fragrance. It's a very confident release, and I appreciate that. I would just say, though, I'm not a big fan of intense. There's nothing really intense about it. So should we call it, we should rename it Au Masculin Édition Extrême, something like that. I don't know. There's nothing intense or extreme, so we'll have to call it, how about Noir? How's that? Au Masculin Noir. That would work. Sport, something different, but intense just doesn't do it for me. That said, though, that's only because I am being nitpicky. In fact, my goal in pointing out the negatives of this fragrance is just really because in my rating system, I have a 5 out of 5, but I give the elusive bonus. So every once in a while, like Jubilation 25 from Amouage, I give a 6 out of 5 sprays. That is very, very, very exclusive, and as well it should be. This one comes dangerously close to being a 6 out of 5. But because of the fact that the name issue with the intense, coupled with the issue of the bottles and the name and their little problem there, I'm going to dock it 1 spray. But this is clearly a 5 out of 5. This is an amazing fragrance. I love everything about the fragrance. The sprayer is fantastic, which you'll see when I actually put them on. But the sprayer is fantastic. I love longevity, projection, and sillage. As I said earlier, you don't, if you're the kind of person that if you don't like a fragrance that, you think about it. If you put your fragrance on in the morning, let's say 7 o'clock, and you drive to work, and by the time you get there, okay, it's like maybe 9. So if you are the kind of person that has a fragrance that has the first hour or two explosion and then it really dissipates, by the time you get around people, no one's going to be able to pick it up. What I really like about this fragrance is that this thing has just a nice, steady projection throughout the day. This is an 8 to 10 hour, which is spectacular. But as I said, I don't like intense because it's not going to be, the first 2 hours, blah, blah, blah. It's just 8 to 10, and at any point you're going to walk by somebody and they're going to notice you, and because it has been discontinued and it's hard to find, you'll probably be the only person wearing it. So again, it's unique, it's original, it's just phenomenal. Okay, don't discount this one because you don't like black licorice. I don't like black licorice at all, but the smell of this is divine from the gods, and so. Projection is wonderful, and longevity is, again, it's 8 to 10 hours, about an elbow's length away, but at all times. And then sillage is great. So if you're walking by people, the scent trail that you will create is really going to garner a lot of curiosity, comments, compliments. If you're looking to be noticed, again, in terms of versatility. You can't beat this because, again, if you're in close quarters, someone is going to be drawn into your fragrance because it doesn't, bomb out. It doesn't project so much that it just, makes the person want to stay away. It will, in fact, draw the other person in, which is what you want. If you're working in an office, you don't have to worry about being in meetings in small rooms and calling too much attention. It's not offensive. This is an inoffensive release, but it's not a crowd pleaser in the sense that it doesn't smell like detergent or deodorant, anything of the like. It is an oriental. It is the epitome of the oriental woody class. I just absolutely love that about this release. As I said, your real challenge will be simply to find it. Now, if you're in Europe and it's easy to find, please let us know, or wherever you are, please let us know if you can find it. But it took me 3 years to find this in the price range that I had set. like you folks, I am on a limited budget, so I had to kind of sit back and wait and constantly check. And I'm so glad I found this because this is a fragrance that never disappoints. So this is 5 out of 5. Zero doubt. The only doubt about this review was whether it would attain Jubilation 25 Amouage level, which is 6 out of 5. I can't say that it does, but other than that, yeah, 5 out of 5. Star anise, bergamot, oud, vetiver, iris, myrrh. I mean, what else do you want? Originality, versatility, well blended, one of the best parfumés on the planet. It's discontinued, therefore it's hard to get, and so you will be you're probably the only one in your community with this bottle. And so again, you won't smell like everyone else. You'll never be accused of smelling like the ex-boyfriend. This fragrance is so good that, as I said earlier, I'm bypassing the categories of season, age, gender, and event. Get it now while you can. All right, here we go. This is 5 out of 5. Lolita Lempicka, Au Masculin. Vive la France! Well, I don't have to. Do I have to say it? But I will. This is 1 on each wrist, 1 on each side of the neck, and 1 on the chest. Let's go 1 on the chest for the 5th one. Boom! Look at the spray here.
That's incredible.
Boom. Boom. And for the 5th one, boom. All right, folks, there you have it. Another review by the boards. I will truly miss wearing this one. In fact, I'll probably wear it for just a couple days more. But because it's so exclusive and hard to find, I'm really going to save this and reserve this for very special occasions. If you know anything that smells like this one, though, please let me know. That would mean a lot to me. And as I said earlier, next week I'm going to be exploring some topics and themes and top 5s, etc., etc. So please let me know if you have any ideas, topics, or themes that you would like me to explore on this channel. Thanks again for all of your support. And always remember, fragrance marks the celebration of today. Take care, everybody. And some of the Atelier Cologne episodes have a whopping 11 views. And when you consider that, 2 English bulldog puppies on YouTube fighting over rawhide for about 24 seconds gets 1 million views. I've got a lot of work in front of me, don't I? That said, I really appreciate you watching those. I had a lot of fun with them. I enjoy reviewing a particular house. That said, this is First Friday, like I said. I'm going to do a full review of this, and then next week I'll move on to some sort of different topic or concept or theme. There you have it, folks. Another review by the boards. I have absolutely enjoyed doing this one, and as we spray, let's celebrate. Let's hope that I get more views than 11 for the last Atelier video that I did, and let's hope that I get closer to the 2 English bulldog puppies fighting, which is a 24-second YouTube video that has over 1 million views. That's just unfair.